What's up, everyone? It's Power Block here, and I just finished watching I wouldn't say the live press conference for Nintendo, but Nintendo's E3 2014 digital event, it was called, and it wasn't a live press conference. They weren't on stage or anything, but it was just like a live digital event on like a live YouTube video stream that they showed. So I'm really surprised, and I thought they were going to actually hit the stage and be at E3 like Microsoft and Sony was, but it is what it is. But they still have loads of games that they showed. So they started with what I also like while I'm about to get started. I liked how they started with the intro with it was like it started with it was almost like Robot Chicken, and they had like Reggie on the stage with alongside of Mario and all the other Nintendo characters. They had Wario, Bowser, Fox, and everything, Ganondorf, and all sorts of characters. It was just like a little episode of a miniature version of Robot Chicken, and it was really funny. They had like how it's presented and everything, like a pretty funny intro, I would say. So just to kick off the conference, they showed Reggie versus Awada, and I knew right off the bat as they were like battling each other, just head to head, I knew it was gonna be Super Smash Bros. So they announced that there's characters gonna be in the Super Smash Bros. The new Super Smash Bros. For Wii U called Mii Fighters. And Mii Fighters are the characters that you can create with like Mii's. They had like Ice-T, many other characters like celebrities and other characters that you want to make, like Bruce Lee or anything like that. You can just make your own Mii, and you can just import them in the Super Smash Bros. Wii U game, which is pretty sweet. And they're called Mii Fighters. And they explained that for Mii Fighters, there's different sort of classes or different just types. Well, not classes, but three different types. So you have Sword Fighter Mii's or Mii Sword Fighters, and also it's three types: Mii Sword Fighters, Mii Gunners, and Mii Brawlers. So those are the three different types of Mii Fighters that you can select from. And they also announced that with these Mii Fighters, once you go to create them and put them in a game, there's 36 special moves you can choose from. So I guess that's pretty sweet. So you can just create any Mii that you want and just put them in a game, and there'll be a playable character in Super Smash Bros. So I guess it's like loads of characters that you could put in Super Smash Bros. And for different Mii Fighters that you create, you can have like different sets with different sets of moves, or the 36 special moves to choose from. And you also can select from those three different types of Mii Fighters with the Sword Fighters, Gunners, and Brawlers. And next they showed, right after that, they showed Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS, actual gameplay for that. So that's set to release October 3rd of this year. So I already knew Super Smash Bros. Was already coming, so that's no surprise. And the Super Smash Bros. Wii U, the Wii U version will be set to release this holiday of this year. And right after was Reggie talked about the Amiibo Nintendo figures, which are I wrote a couple of notes here about it. They're the Amiibo characters, or Amiibo Nintendo figures, are characters downloaded that can be, well, characters that can be downloaded to the game and also appear on Super Smash Bros., which gives you different ways to play as a fighter. And those Amiibo characters can actually appear on screen and during the game on Super Smash Bros. And he also talked about how Amiibo play will be coming to the Wii U games, and also coming to, like, it's going to be available to play soon for Mario Kart 8, and also future Wii U games to come. So Amiibo play looks pretty unique, and it's pretty fun. Like the Amiibo figures that you get and purchase, they can actually be downloaded and into like Super Smash Bros. And you can play with them as you can fight with them and play with them during the game. So that was that. So it was also loads of games, but it was some other stuff I want to say, and I'll get to that once I finish. So next was Yoshi's Woolly World, which is set to release next year, which is aka 2015. And it looked just like Kirby's Epic Yarn. I played Epic Yarn on the Wii, and I love that game, and it looked graphically beautiful. The graphics looked so good for Yoshi's Woolly World, so it was pretty unique. So once they showed like the gameplay of Yoshi's Woolly World, once you swallow like enemies, you like, if any of you guys like play like a typical Yoshi game or Yoshi's Island game, once you swallow like an enemy, he swallows the enemies, they turn into eggs that you can throw at at other enemies, or hit those little clouds and stuff and activate switches and whatnot. this time in Yoshi's Wally World, when you swallow an enemy, they turn into balls of yarn that you can throw to trigger switches and everything and throw at other enemies. And you can also jump on them also, and they'll just collapse into little itsy bitsy pieces of yarn. So that's pretty cool. So I love Yoshi's Wally World, which was one of my favorites. Next was Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and they showed some gameplay of that. I thought it was like a mini version of Super Mario Galaxy a little bit with just Toad thrown into it. But Toad just it's basically Captain Toad just going to different worlds. There's boss fights and everything, and it's pretty unique. And it's surprising that they have an actual Toad game and his own game. Toad has his own game, Treasure Tracker. So that's coming out next year, and it looks really good. So it's nice that they did something differently and they actually use a different character for a brand new game that might actually be just as good as Super Mario Galaxy, in my opinion. And then next they showed like I guess it was like a teaser, like a little bit of mini gameplay of the new Zelda U that's coming, but I'm not really sure what it was. It's definitely a brand new Zelda game that's coming for Wii U, so that's gonna be coming in 2015. So I love the graphics and how they showed it. Look, all the grass and the land, and how Link was riding Epona, the horse, and he was shooting like some new explosive arrow at some kind of boss or something like that, some kind of creature, something like that. But it was pretty cool to see, and it's nice to see that they're making another Zelda game other than Hyrule Warriors. So it'll be an actual Zelda U game coming soon. And next we have Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I heard about these games. I love Pokemon, and I didn't play all the other versions before, like Black and White. Those are the ones I skipped out on, but I played the other ones right after and the ones before. They also showed gameplay of that for both Omega Ruby and Sapphire with Kyogre, the legendary Kyogre, and Groudon from Ruby and Sapphire. And they also showed off I guess the new Mega forms. They have new Mega Evolution forms, Mega Swampert, Mega Skeptile, and also Mega Blaziken, the three starters. The both three starters, the typical grass, fire, and water Pokemon starters, which really looked really good. And it's nice that they're going to have different Mega Evolutions. It might not be just for those three stars. It might be even more Mega Evolutions for upcoming announced Pokemon. So who knows what they'll do with that. There's also Bayonetta 2. So I already knew about this from last year. So they get showed a little bit of gameplay here and there. And what I also noticed, like during the gameplay for Bayonetta 2, she actually had like Link's tunic that you can see that he's wearing on my t-shirt. She actually had his whole little outfit of his tunic and his shield and his little. I think she had his sword also. I'm not sure really. I don't know if that really happened or not. I know she had his tunic though, and she also had Samus Aran's suit from Metroid. So next that was shown was just Hyrule Warriors. So I already knew this was expected. So that's coming out September 26th of this year, and they also talked, just to talk a little bit about it, they showed, for new details about it, they showed a little boss fights. There's going to be boss fights in the game, two-player mode, but the good thing about two-player mode for Hyrule Warriors, there's no split screen, as they announced. So everyone, if you play two-player mode on Hyrule Warriors with a friend, you guys will be able to play on just the same screen, not having to worry about where you are. And sometimes split screen can get kind of annoying sometimes, and it depends on what game that you're playing. It can get kind of chaotic and you don't know where you are. So it's nice that it won't be a split screen for Hyrule Warriors. And they announced a couple characters for Hyrule Warriors. Link, of course, Zelda, and then Midna from Zelda Twilight Princess from the Wii, and then Impa. I don't know who Impa is, so I guess he's like a new character unless he was on one of those other Zelda games. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse set for next year, and that looks really good and nice. I thought of it as Kirby's Return to Dreamland that I played from back on the Wii, and it looks like it's going to be just as good as Kirby's Return to Dreamland that was out for the Wii a while ago. Next was Xenoblade Chronicles X, or AKA, I think this was the X games, or just like that X game that they announced from last year's E3. So I guess it's from, unless it was Xenoblade Chronicles all along, and they just threw in X just to tease it. So it looked almost like a Xenoblade Chronicle, the makers of Xenoblade Chronicles, unless it's just like a new game, unless it's just called X still. Next was Mario Maker for 2015. Not too much to really say about that, but what you can do in Mario Maker is where you can create your own Mario courses and edit them and however you want to, and they show like different setups for like when you jump on like a Koopa and the shell bounces around and runs into piranha plants and everything, and where you want to put warp pipes, or you can basically just do anything, just make your own courses for the most part. But there's so much you can do in that game, but not really. I'm not really too interested in Mario Maker, so I would really kind of skip Mario Maker because it's not really. I thought it was gonna be like a new Super Mario Bros, but it's just a game where you can just make your own, design your own Mario courses and edit them. Splatoon, I guess this was like a new IP. This is coming out next year, and they announced 8-player 4v4 mode, 4v4 multiplayer, and it's all about controlling territory. And when you compete against other teams in a 4v4 matchup and 8-player multiplayer, it's all whoever has the most territory wins the game. And I guess you can. They showed like you can actually hide in the ink and stuff, or I would say camping in the ink, camping in the ink on Splatoon, and you can just surprise your opponents and everything. And whenever you want to come out the ink and or the paint or whatever. Other than that, they had one more final announcement, which was Palutena from Kid Icarus, who was the angel. The little angel guy from Kid Icarus from Super Smash Bros. Who was Pit's final, his final Smash move. So Palutena will be a playable character in Super Smash Bros. When they first showed it in the beginning, I thought it was gonna be like a Super Smash Bros. Anime. I wasn't. It looked almost like it was. It looked pretty good though, so I think they should really make like an anime show for Super Smash Bros. Or something. That would be pretty cool. But it looked almost like it, but that was just an announcement at the end of it. And then I guess that was it. And then right after that, I guess Miyamoto showed a little bit. It was like blurred out at the end, but they teased a new Star Fox. So it's nice to see that. It's nice to know that a Star Fox Wii U game is officially coming to the Wii U, and it's nice to see Star Fox back on the. He's alive, and they brought him back to life back from the dead after several years. And now they're going to start making the Star Fox Wii U game. I didn't see too much about it. I don't know if they're going to show gameplay about it, but I really wanted to announce that. That was just like a last minute thing. I couldn't really tell because I was just so busy making sure I had everything written down. But I thought that was really it for the conference. But that's all they really showed. But they're still steady announcing games. What I have here, a couple side notes to finish up. They announced Mario Party 10, and then they also showed a couple of Nintendo eShop games. Devil's the Third, which is a Wii U exclusive, and then again the Star Fox news with Star Fox coming to the Wii U. So that was it for the conference. What do I have to say about it? I love that they have like a lot of games finally, and I'm really happy that Nintendo actually showed up and managed to have a variety of games to play and to show during their little digital event. Even though it wasn't a press conference, I still think that they did really good, and they had a variety of multiple games to show. But my only gripe is with this, my only problem just after watching this digital event today, most of these games are not coming out till next year. Like as I go back, let me see. All these games are not coming out till next year, and just to be honest, like I'm just trying to flip back to the other page into the beginning. Like what you have, Super Smash Bros. Coming out for 3DS October 3rd of this year, and then the Wii U version hits holiday season, and then you'll probably get the Amiibo figure details and the Amiibo figures along with the game as well. There's not others, and then but you got the Super Smash Bros. And then you have the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's probably coming out later this year, and then that's 2 games, and then Hyrule Warriors September 26th for 2014, and then that's it. There's no other games. And Bayonetta 2 as well. If I didn't leave that out, I don't even know when that comes out. Is that coming out next year, or is that coming out this year for Bayonetta 2? But those are only like 4 games, but they're great games and all. But most of these other games that are gonna be coming out, they're not coming out till next year. So that's it for this conference. Well, this digital event for all the announcements for Nintendo games for this year's E3. I know they probably announcing other games, and I'm gonna check out that Treehouse live event. I don't know if it's still going on right now, but I want to really record a video and talk about it. And I'm also gonna check out the Super Smash Bros. Invitational to see what the game is like and some of the good characters and any characters I would like to play with when I go to get Super Smash Bros. And stuff. But that's my only problem. All these games, they got a couple games coming out this year. They're great games and all. Nothing again, no problems with that. And I'm glad that they had a lot of games and they did much better, way better than they did last year, this year. And but most of those games are not coming out till next year. So what can you say? But it's nice to see that they're having a variety, and they actually used surprisingly Toad, and Toad has his own game now. They're starting to use their other characters instead of just Mario and Link all the time. But I'm surprised I didn't see a Metroid, a new Metroid, no new Metroid. But I guess in its place you still have your upcoming Star Fox Wii U game. But I'm guessing that's not coming out till next year. So they're working on all types of other games and whatnot. So that's pretty much it. And I think that this year's E3, again, I'll say the same thing as I did in my Sony video. There was no winner this year, and I can't really pick a winner this year. I wasn't really cheering on anybody or rooting for anyone. I really wanted to see what kind of games were coming to each consoles and everything, to see what they had lined up and what kind of games they had lined up in a repertoire of games. But again, there's no winner for me, and I'm not a fanboy. I love all the consoles, all the companies, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo all together, but I can't pick a winner, and I'm not picking a winner, and no one did better than anybody. Nintendo didn't do better than Sony. Sony didn't do better than Microsoft. Microsoft didn't do better than any of them. I think they were all neck and neck, as I said in my Sony video. But that's just how I feel, and it's nice to see the great games from Nintendo, but most of those games are not coming out. All the greater games are not coming out till next year, even though there are a couple good games that you guys can probably pick up for the Wii U. I don't even have a Wii U. I still haven't got a Wii U yet, but that's just how I feel. So those are just the only games that are coming out. Just Bayonetta 2, if that's coming out this year. The Pokemon games, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and then also Super Smash Bros. And then that's it. And the rest are not coming out till next year. So that's just how I feel. But good stuff by Nintendo, and I'm very happy with their lineup of games. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's just concludes my little E3 coverage. So I don't know what else other games are gonna show. I know they just announced Mario Party 10 and other Nintendo eShop games. I don't know what else they're gonna show. Maybe they'll have a Metroid today. Who knows? But it's still constantly a couple games being announced here and there. But maybe they're just Nintendo eShop games. Who knows? But if I hear anything else about Nintendo, maybe like a brand new Metroid then, or any other games from another Donkey Kong, or maybe a Wario World or something like that, or Luigi's Mansion 3, who knows? But I'm just throwing names out there, other titles out there, and maybe F-Zero, who knows? But if anything, I'll probably make another video if I have to. So that just concludes my E3 coverage and all my videos. So I just uploaded my other videos since they were so long earlier today on my channel. But that's just pretty much how I feel, and that's pretty much for this year's pretty much it for this year's E3 coverage. So I'm happy with the game lineup. So I don't know how you guys feel. So feel free to comment with your thoughts and what you guys liked best. So I'm definitely going to get back to my gameplay and going back to Watch Dogs, Banjo-Kazooie, my other games. But that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys for more gameplay.